All right, this is the daily chart of AAPL. AAPL is a stock that I've talked about many times on my stream. Um, I made a huge video back in April here. This was the earnings, and as you can see, I made a video, and this can be found and on my stream. You need to go back into the April 20, really go down my stream and find it, but you'll in this time frame here, this April 25th time frame. And I explained how this stock would return to its glory days. I've also explained many option trades that were very, very profitable. And I also explained how Apple was it was a very strong leading indicator of the overall market. Now, I mean, and to this day, what I said even back in April is still holding true. If we look at the SPY here, you can see that the SPY is a lot weaker than Apple. You put Google, weaker than Apple, collapsing through this line here. You name it, right? QQQ. Now, what I'm trying to get at is that a real bear market, in my opinion, Apple would need to participate in it, and it's not. So when most likely this market will bounce, unless Apple would come crashing through 96 area on heavy volume, then I think a lot of stocks are going to be in the toilet. And it's pretty simple. This stock makes a boatload of money, and very few companies make the kind of money that Apple makes. So if Apple goes down, I remember very let's go put the weekly charts here. I remember when Apple went back in 2008 was crashing down, and then had that strong rally, as you can see. I mean, look at this amazing uptrend. Anyways, that as the market was negative, Apple came crashing along too. So trust me when I tell you that the odds favor that the market will be bouncing soon, and that Apple is one of the reasons. And again, it's one of the very important stocks to watch. And I've told many people, even the BlackBerry board, that you should cheer on Apple to go higher because it would help BlackBerry. If Apple was to go down, so would BlackBerry. A simple reason is that BlackBerry barely makes any money compared to Apple, and that's what this is all about. The market's about money, profits, and they're making crazy amounts of profits, right? But I've said this on through so many videos. I've explained the bullishness of and the importance of Apple, and many people don't realize just how important this stock is. And I believe this will be a leading market indicator at least for the next few years, because they're growing exponentially. They're making a lot of money, and very few companies are making this kind of money, especially as big as they are. And many companies are very jealous of Apple. This company, funny thing about Apple, it's loved and it's hated. The people who hate it are jealous of the company. It really comes down to that. But the purpose of my videos is explain that I'm very good at identifying really true strong moving stocks. And Apple is probably one of the stocks that are going to lead the market back higher. It'll be into new highs when the market just tries to get back into new highs. I mean, the market is just lagging Apple. So believe me when I tell you, if Apple was to come crumbling down, well, God help the market. Put it to you that way. But anyways, on a positive note, Apple's looking really, 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 really strong. And if it wasn't for the market being so weak, I think this would have broken up by now. The stock, I'm looking to add on this stock to my position, especially above the 102, 102.50 area on some strong volume. And again, as long as Apple holds, and we're at the top of the chop zone we're at the top. I mean, this just favors higher prices. If this stock goes down, man, this market's going to melt. Okay. Uh, Believe me when I tell you that. You know, if the market's crashing now, and Apple that makes all the makes money, like, you get the drift. So trust me. And another point of my video is, you want to follow me and become a special follower, and go my profile here. Become a special follower. You can read about what I'm about. Don't wait. I'm already planning for the next big moves. Apple is something that I let all my followers know, but I tell my special followers about a lot of great stock setups, and I'm really bullish on a lot of my ideas now. I really focus on strong setups, and I'm getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better at this. And basically, you'll receive an email from me, but don't wait for me to start putting up all kinds of winning trades in the future. Become a special follower, because I've called out a lot of huge winning gains in options and Apple many times while the market was sour. You know something? I'm going to put the SPY here. According to my visionary lines, this market had warning signs way really high up here, right? I mean, that's why I've been having a hard time, for my stocks have been having a hard time to confirm, because the market just is in no man's land. It's just sucky right now. But as we're falling lower and lower and lower near support, and there's divergence and all that, Apple's setting up for higher prices. And as soon as this market wants to move up again, Apple's gonna take off, because simply put, Apple's like a safe haven right now. But there's going to be other setups as well that are, and you don't need a lot of setups, you need the right ones. And you can take the trades that I mentioned, or even watch for yourself what happens when the right market conditions come along, and see how I identify these 100% gains. One of the last huge winners I had was the Twitter stock, and I TW, and this is documented on my profile page. But I talked about Twitter versus Facebook, and this stock had a good run here. Back in August, I talked about it. This here was a good 100% gain. This move here in an options was about 100% easy, but Facebook barely could budge, right? So I did a challenge. I said that this would outperform Facebook, and you know not to this day, look what Facebook. Back on the time when I was talking about it in August, Facebook's still down compared to where Twitter is. TWTR. So that's why you want to follow me for more great advice, because there is no one could have. There's no one that I know of on StockTwits that could have told you which one would outperform what. They were both strong trending stocks, Twitter and Facebook. But look at it. Let's take a look at August 25th, 46. This is at 50. It's still up $5, right? This is something that I've come up with. So here's August 25th, right? Facebook was at 75. It's lower. You can go on my stream, right? I'm not going to scroll down, but you go down on my stream and look in those dates. Look for the Twitter. I talk about Twitter versus Facebook, and see for yourself how I identify Twitter to be the best performing stock. And that's something, and that's proof in itself of my identification skills. And very few pros could have done something like that. And that's really, really proud of that. And it's because I saw these two things, and it was that unique situation. And I said, you know what? If I was going to go invest, I would take and that's what I did. And some of my followers did that as well, and made profits. To this day, Twitter is still outperforming Facebook. I mean, that could change. Not really. Still, Twitter still favors to outperform Facebook. But But I'm not gonna at this point in time. That's not what this video is about. But I know I was correct with the technical analysis. Like my visionary lines do something that no one's doing. No one is seeing. Even SPY. What I'm learning here is that I figured out how to find, like, here when the market was in, a lot of times in the market, when the market's really up a lot, some of the best opportunities to go short the market, which I haven't been focusing on, is when the market's really, where everybody's not expecting anything bad. I mean, that's why I've been having a hard time making money with my system to the long side for stocks to confirm, or they wouldn't confirm much, is because the market has been very negative. But I've avoided getting into a lot of stocks or caught some small profits. When in fact, what I should have been doing, which I haven't been focusing on, is looking onto the short side of things. So let's go back to AAPL. So become a special follower. If you're interested, ask me how to become a special follower, and I'll give you a link to see the video. Don't wait for the market to get rosy. I'm planning now. While the market's very negative, I'm planning my next big winning moves. Thanks for listening. Like the video.